Okay, this is just a practice of hinging. Okay, so we're gonna do single leg, but of course it could be done double leg. So a hinge is a hip shift, is a deadlift. Okay, it's about getting that hip back and hip through. And the idea is I would keep the same amount of knee bend and ankle bend throughout. So see how my knees and my ankles stay the exact same? As my hips go back, all these tissues have to lengthen. And then as I come forward, I'm just ending up over top. I'm not changing the ankle or knee bend. I'm not straightening. I'm not doing this to bring myself up. I have soft bend and pushing the hips back and pushing the hips forward. Okay, you can imagine if the knees do too much straightening too early, how that might end up being too much calf work. So first thing I'm gonna have you do against a wall, on one leg, I want you to feel that one leg is you're gonna get into kind of that single leg deadlift position and just see if you can feel the heel, feel the knee forward and feel the sit bone untucking and reaching away, and we're allowing this hip to drop just a bit. You're lots of sensation along the outside. So that's number one, getting into a position where you can feel that. Number two is the hinge. So I'm gonna do this on my right, okay? Now the idea is we have to bring my body weight, so everything coming over to the right. So my shoulders and my hips coming together. Okay, so they're moving together. They're not, this guy's not staying over here, it's coming with. Okay, and then kickstanding this leg, I'm pushing this hip back. So what we just did, where that knee and the ankle angle does not change. So now the hip is going back. I want to feel that back pocket opening. I'm turning over the lead leg, so from the front. Okay, nose, knee, and toes in line. And then I'm pushing that hip forward, and it's what's standing me up. So hip back, hip through. Okay, the left side is the hardest side. We want to keep our rib cage over here. We want to poke that hip out to the side and go side to side. See how I'm not lining nose, knee, and big toe. So everything, shoulders and hips over, feel the outside of the heel, soft knee bend, hip goes back, okay? Nose, knee, and toe in line, opening up those left pieces. This right hip might drop, and then pushing that hip forward. Okay, so I'm letting that knee travel forward, left hip travel back. Knee and ankle angle stays the exact same. So you could do this holding on to something, you could do this just holding on to the hip, sending the sit bone up. So not staying tucked under, but sending it up, lengthen those tissues, gonna allow you to feel a lot more of a stretch. So 5 reps on each side, nice and slowly. 2 things, we've got the feel of the stretch and the knee pulling forward. And then also making sure this doesn't move as you bring the hip through. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit of a practice.